if you're watching on TikTok or you're watching on YouTube, we want to make these algos go crazy. And help me help you. So if you own these stocks, go on Twitter or stock twits, whatever, and type in ADN hashtag breakout or WGRX hashtag breakout. That is very, very helpful for the algos to boost the algos. Okay, we're talking about WGRX. HOTH is we don't give buy sell hold, but HOTH is ready to break out. I think it's going to be again next week. We're not there yet. It's going to be next week, guys. By the way, okay, let's open up with WGRX. Our latest banger. That's right. Our latest banger is WGRX, which has already doubled. That's right. We're just getting started. Why? Because we launched WGRX Logistics at 90 cents yesterday. 90 cents, and of course, on day one we got a banger. On day one, thing doubled from a 90 cents to $1.79. So 98%, an increase of 98%, and we're following through with more action here. The pullback, I don't think so. Actually, I actually don't think so. We actually saw the pullback. I don't see WGRX pulling back. Look at the charts. Let me show you the charts. Let me show you guys the charts. By the way, please click the hearts button down there, the upvote, so we get more eyes on the stream. Okay, so this is where we launched. Boom, we got breakout. Now we got a flag forming. This is the consolidation area, and we've built a base over here. It looks like it wants to go higher, and this is the 15-minute chart, so it doesn't want to go down. It's hanging on here, and looks like it's looking for an excuse to break out. WGRX is looking for an excuse to break out. Look how much time it's been spending here, and it's kind of like a double bottom, if you will. It's definitely a pennant. This thing definitely wants to go higher. So okay, Dan H did some good trading. Dan H, good trading. We got the Gambino here. Gambino in the house. What about the? Here we got the Gambinos. What about the Calabrese, Lucchese, and the Colombo families? All right, let's see. We got what is going on here? Igor is up 5K. 5K. Can we see $3 on WGRX? Can we see $3? I don't know. I think we can. Look, we're at $1.75, right? Let me show you something. We're at $1.75. The thing is basically hanging out here. It's looking for an excuse to go higher. This is it's coiling. It's a coiling pattern. It's like a cobra, and we got the golden cross, right? So it's looking for an excuse to go higher. This is the daily chart. The daily chart is just getting started. Look where we are. We're just getting started. I'm looking for a return to here at least. I'm looking for a return to these levels. Okay, I'm looking for a return to those levels. Stock definitely is signaling. This is a signal it wants to go higher. It's a signal it wants to go higher, okay? Now, let's talk about ADN. Now, you guys have forgotten about ADN. Holy shit, Logistics is 22 million volume today? I'm shocked. Wow, let me see. Hang on a second. No, 4 million. Okay, 4 million. Okay, we got 4 million volume in Logistics. Not bad, huh? Not bad. True Z, you're welcome. We're here to bring you content that makes you money. Let's take a look at ADN. We're here to bring you bangers only, 10-bagger stocks here. ADN volume is 500,000 shares. Not bad. This thing should be trading at least a couple million shares. You know what happened? Look, I know what happened. I know exactly what happened. All the degenerates, they chased the hot new thing. They got out of ADN yesterday. So they can buy WGRX. I know exactly what happened. You guys need to have some cash on hand so you can have money set aside. The crazy monkey, ADN looking to explode. I think it is. We got Tomei ADN for the win. I would go with Tomei. I would go with Tomei. ADN for the win. I think ADN is going to bring in the win today. I mean, when I say the win, we're talking about upside surprise. I think ADN can have a massive run. Also, ADN is much tighter stock, much tighter. So ADN could go to $25 tomorrow, like no problem. I mean, I'm exaggerating a little bit. It's $12 is really it. $12. Do you buy open door? No, I only buy stocks where we have an edge. You got to have the edge. You got to read the book, 10-bagger blueprint. Okay, by the way, we get the video course. Click the link above in the bio to get the video course of 10-bagger blueprint. Gives you my proven system for discovering stocks. You can make literally 10 times your money more. We talk about the fundamentals. We talk about the charts. We talk about everything. Okay, let's talk about ADN now. Let's talk about ADN and the explosive chart pattern that we're looking at. Wow. This thing wants to literally go to the moon. ADN is, guys, forget about open door. Forget about these fugazi stocks. You got to get a stock where you have an edge. You know, with open door, every Tom, Dick, and Harry is in that stock. It's busted. This is the breakout. Okay, you buy this thing could double tomorrow. We're at $5. Look at this. We got a cup and handle formation. We launched it here. Okay, you see, that's what we call the edge. Okay, you had an edge when we launched it. So you had an edge. Okay, because we knew we know. Okay, when I say we know, we know. When I tell you, look, guys, when I tell you a stock is going up, it's gonna go up. Now again, this is not advice. Well, how do I know it's going up? Because it's very simple. If you take something with a really good story and you put it in front of millions of eyeballs and you have all the right stuff, yeah, it goes up. Now again, not every stock. The stock has to check off 10 boxes. Okay, it's got to check off a list of 10 boxes. Market size, opportunity, traction, proof of concept, catalyst, multiple catalysts, inflection points, CEO quality, valuation, theme, market cycle, charts and trends, and promotion. So you got to have all those 10 things. And again, get my book, get the video course. You understand exactly how those things work. And then you'll understand that when you have those qualities, all we got to do is get in front of the right audience and it goes to the moon. ADN is ready to go. Jack Smith is losing money. I don't know how it's possible. All our stocks are up bigly, pretty much. I mean, well, definitely from launch. I mean, all our stocks definitely go up from launch. Jack Smith, listen, the answer to your problems is this. The answer to your problems is very simple. What I tell everybody, you got to get in at the ground floor. Then you got the edge. A big part of the book is called Get In at the Ground Floor. How many times I got to explain it? Get in at the ground floor. Guys, get in at the ground floor. That's your protection. That's your downside protection. The cheaper you buy the panel, hey, you want to be on the panel? Hop on the panel. I'll send it a link. Here's what I'm going to do. I mean, the panel is if you guys want to join, I'll send it hang on a second. Yeah. Hang on, I'll send it a link if you guys want to join. I mean, you know, let's go. Let's go. I'm going to put it on WAP, on the WAP channel. That's our private telegram. Guys, if you want to get the early alerts, you want to get the community, which is actually very, very valuable. Hang on a second. Let me see. Oh shit. I clicked the wrong button. And we get the course and we give you the early alerts. It's on WAP. Okay, there we go. Let's see who shows up. I hope we get some good ones. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, the link, Tomei, the link is on WAP. I put it out on WAP. ADN. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, kind of it is. Kind of it is. C+. Yeah, C+. You know what I'm going to do? C+. Yeah, C+. I want to send you a link. I just don't want to put it out in the public thing. See, so C+, if you want to WAP, I can send you the link. I just can't post it here. There you go. C+ is 100% correct. You know what? Fuck. I'm gonna put out the link for C+. C+. Here's the link. You want to hop? Actually, C+. If you want to hop on the panel, Oh shit, we got Tomei. Tomei, buenos dias.
Hello, Jack. How are you?
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. So, which stocks are you in right now?
Uh, Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get on the new one
Ah,
because of my trading app. I
yeah.
was very upset about that. But I'm at HOTH, ADN, and ADTX.
Okay, okay. Well, at least one of them is moving. Okay, I mean, ADN is moving. ADN is ready to go.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
the charts look very good. Yeah,
yeah,
and
really good.
listen, I'm no expert, but I think even a beginner can look at the chart and say that it looks very good.
No, it's amazing. No, the chart is ready to go, and we got. By the way, guys, you should add avatars. Put in avatars, and we can't see like a blank thing. Put in like some sort of cartoon character or something. If you don't want to show your face, okay. We got Adam in the house. Adam,
What's going on?
all right. Are you're the guy? You're the Muay Thai guy, right?
Yeah.
All right, there
My
we
God,
go.
Jesus.
Let me put on an avatar. One sec. Can't be
We got a party
doing this
here.
anymore.
We got the whole
I,
WAP community here.
I can't open my camera because it's at night right now, and I'm inside the truck, and it's kind of dark.
And he's naked. And he's naked.
No.
He's got
So
two
am I,
girls in
so
there.
don't worry.
He's got three girls in there. We got to keep this a family-friendly show. It's
No, just my wife.
okay. It's good stuff. So yeah. So guys, basically, okay. One quick thing. When we launch these new bangers, make sure you got to use a platform like, these Mickey Mouse trading apps like Robinhood or whatever, not or 212 like Tomei has. They don't always allow you to trade every stock. You got to get like interactive brokers. You got to get something which allows you to trade everything. I mean, Adam, what do you got?
Yeah.
I mean, like simple stuff. Like I trade just like stable stocks on like Simple. That's where I keep like a lot of my money. I also have a lot of money in like I usually take like all my profits and I kind of funnel them into Fidelity. I have like a bunch of mutual fund holdings, so that's just kind of like my retirement savings. And then obviously day to day trading, like I'm trading with exactly what you said. So just doing that stuff. I have a lot of different programs though, because I like to keep my money in like different sectors of like the market, and then kind of just go from there.
Okay, no, good. Yeah, I think very important for people to be able to trade everything and I think Fidelity wasn't allowing trading in somebody said they wouldn't allow trading in WGRX. Is that true?
I don't know who said that, but I know Fidelity doesn't do. Sometimes they block certain tickers. I'm
Hmm.
not like 100% like familiar with it. Most of I mean, just like my Fidelity stocks are essentially just mutual funds. That's
Okay,
why
okay,
that's why I
okay.
keep the bulk in.
Okay, so it hasn't been a problem. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, no. I think so basically, yeah, I guess the idea is you guys, yeah, definitely you got to have a couple of platforms. All right, so Adam, what are you watching today? What are you trading today, Adam?
I mean, my eyes have been on ADN the entire day. I mean, this sucker wanted to
That's
break
our
out,
baby.
man. Yeah,
That's our baby.
exactly. It wanted to break out. I mean, it's clearly gonna happen. You know what I mean? I don't know when, but I mean, and also I was watching your live stream like with WGRX. Man, that guy's he's smart, man. Like he's smart, and he also has like he's got a good head on his shoulders. Like I haven't seen like a person on your show with like that much conviction, and he's like very confident too, which I mean I respect. I would rather someone very confident and very straight, like kind of like
Yeah.
straight to the point. So this guy's a straight shooter, and I appreciate that. So I mean he's got conviction, so I got conviction now too. So
Yeah, it's funny. He reminds me of a guy we had on, a Canadian CEO. We had, you know what it is? I think because he was like he said he was a wrestler or something, like he said a champion wrestler, high school or college or something like that. Is that what he said?
Yeah, he said that his whole family was like they were wrestlers, and I'm assuming that he probably went to like state to
Oh, it's
compete.
like Logan Paul. I think that's like Logan Paul. The Paul, what is it, Logan Paul or something? That's the word.
Yeah,
Those
yeah,
guys.
Logan Paul's like in
Chris,
the
Yeah.
WWE
also the
now.
whole
He
family.
went from
I
a
don't know.
YouTuber now to a wrestler.
No, but you know what's funny is because this guy reminds me a little bit of another CEO we had on, actually a Canadian guy. He was a football guy. He played on what's the team in BC in Vancouver? What's the team? The football team?
Oh, I don't know.
Adam, Adam, what's the team in Vancouver? The football team.
Well, first off, I'm not from Vancouver, so I wouldn't know.
No, but you're Canadian,
And
aren't you Canadian? You know these things.
yeah, but I don't know. I don't follow football.
Oh, you kidding? I mean, in Canada, they don't have football.
No, they have football. I'm just not like a big not a big sports
Oh,
guy.
okay. I think it was like the Lions or something. Does somebody know? Is somebody in TikTok or somewhere on YouTube? I think it was anyway. The stock was ESC. The stock was ESC, and it actually it was like a 15 bagger. I think it went up like 1,500%. It was like an esports deal. I mean, later on it fizzled out, but it doesn't matter. I mean, people made money. Like it basically, when something becomes a 10 bagger, a lot of times it's a good time to take profits. By the way, I want to ask you two guys. You guys are very experienced. When do you usually take profits, or like what's your thoughts on when do you start? Like, do you scale? Like, when do you sell? When do you buy? When do you sell? Adam, you want to go first?
Sure. I mean, I don't know. Okay, so it's definitely it's I guess it's tricky to like explain. Obviously it depends on the stock that I'm investing. I mean, obviously for like future growth, I'm not really touching those stocks like
ADN
realistically like
518 by the or 518 ADN. We're moving. We're starting to move. This thing is gonna move before the close. You can feel it. You can feel this thing is like a volcano. ADN is like the volcano. The smoke is coming out. I mean, the smoke is coming out of ADN. It's
Man,
ready
that's
to
what
go.
I've been saying this all day. I mean, it's like our little sweet girl. She's ready to break out, and I'm just waiting. And she keeps teeter tottering back and forth, but I'm waiting.
No, it's going to happen like literally any minute because it's a volcano. It's an active volcano. It's not a door. It's an active volcano which is ready to blow literally any second. We don't know which second, but the chart pattern. I mean, what do you call this? Is hang on. So let's look at the 15. By the way, which charts are you guys looking at? Which charts do you like? 5, 15, 30s? Which ones do you like?
I mean, I'm usually checking 5 and 30. I would say are like my most typical, but then like obviously like I'll scale it back and go to like the 1 hour, 4 hour chart, like whatever. But as of like right now, I'm just looking at like the 30 and 5, right? Just because obviously it is gonna pop. It's just like a matter of time.
Yeah, I think the 5. How about the 3 minute? The 3 minutes kind of like in between. It's not like the 2 minute, which is like a degenerate chart, and 3 minute gives like it's a little more earlier. Oh shit! Look at the 30-minute chart on ADN. Wow, super powerful. So we launched it here, breakout. We got a pennant forming. I mean, okay, guys. What do you think? Where is ADN going to go once it breaks out of 520? Tomei, you got an opinion?
I'm so
Tomei.
sorry.
Okay, Tomei, where are we going? Where are we going after breaking out of 520? What's next?
Six. Yeah, $6. I was gonna say 6.5, but yeah, it's at is at 520 right now.
514.
514. Okay,
And
yeah,
ready
yeah.
to go. Shit. The daily chart looks amazing. The daily chart setup looks absolutely amazing. And we got a golden cross that's probably going to happen in on the dailies in maybe a week or so.
Maybe
Maybe a
next
week.
week. Next week, yeah. I was looking at the chart, yeah, earlier, and I thought that's so. Yeah, it could happen next week. We'll see. But
Yeah.
I think this stock has very potential to reach $15 short term.
$15?
Yeah, short term.
Okay.
like by the end of September, maybe. Even
Okay.
if, even before it could go, if they keep the news flow and all the things.
How about the news flow today? I think I was surprised by the news. I really wasn't expecting. Usually, I kind of know what to expect. I mean, I had no idea they had the space news. I think that's a big fucking deal. The space news is like that's like that makes it a space stock now. I mean, they got to deal with the European Space Agency, with the European Space Agency
But
to use their technology, in space for Mars, Moon, whatever. It's like Elon Musk level stuff.
one thing I noticed is that they like the European companies. First is Airbus, now is ESA.
They have I think what it is, I think they had some European legacy. They have a lot of operations in Europe, like they have a big operation in Greece, of all places. So they got engineers, they got a whole. So they got a big European presence. It's kind of very interesting. And I think also, you know what it is. I think with the European governments, I think they're more. They give them. I think they're more. They give them grants. You know what I'm saying? They throw more money
Yeah,
at
yeah.
space, aviation, to compete with Boeing and all that. So it's good. Hang on a second. We got. By the way, Adam, what's your take? Where do we break out? By the way, guys, feel free to jump in. Adam, feel free to jump in. Like, you have any. But Adam, where are we going with ADN after this breakout? We break 520. What's the next stop?
I mean, if we do break 20 or 520, sorry, and we do go on a run, I mean, I would love to see like another base at like, man, like even like 585 or 590. If we built like another base on that, I think that's like super healthy for the stock. I mean,
Oh,
obviously
okay.
I want to see it go into the sixes, like everybody here does. Like no one's gonna sit here and be like, oh, I don't think, like everyone wants it to be in the sixes and higher. But I mean, I think like if we can like shoot up, build another base on like 585, 590, I mean that's big. Like I think like everyone is kind of here and they're like, it's gonna go to $10 right away. And it's like there is a level of patience that needs to be had. And like you have to
Yeah.
understand like these bases, like I don't care that it's like it's going up and dropping. Like it's showing great support levels. Everything is going as it's intended to. So I don't see any issue with this chart at all. I think it's, if anything, it's like very healthy and very bullish for like what is to come.
Yeah. By the way, Adam, I'm trying to do a TikTok.
Yeah.
We're doing multitask. So I want the TikTok people to know because they can't see this. But this is so basically we got on the panel here. We got members of our WAP community, WHOP, and these are the guys who get the early alerts. They get the early alerts. They get the trading signal on Telegram. I think what's really becoming very valuable, I didn't realize it, is the chat on WAP, because we got a lot of people there. We got a lot of good info going. Like, you guys, especially from YouTube guys, a lot of good info. I think, if you're day trading or whatever, I think it's pretty valuable. I don't know. What do you got? Tell me why don't you share your experience with the audience? We'll try to give a plug for the program, but
Easy
give us the
plug.
real review. Give us the real review, guys.
I'll give the best advertisement for WAP ever. I mean, like really, let's be honest here. Come on, $200 is, well, I'm not speaking for everybody, but like $200 is nothing. It's nothing for what you're getting. Like, come on, like look at what you're getting. Like there's no one else that's
Exactly.
out here that's providing, like banger after banger after
This type
banger.
of
Like
service, like Jack is particularly like it is offering us money. It's easy money.
yeah,
Free money.
exactly. And I mean
It's free
everything.
money.
Yeah, everything that goes with it as well. Like, you know what I mean? The early alerts, I would say, are like that's the most beneficial in my eyes, is the early alerts, like being able to have, your eyes are the first eyes essentially. Like you have 100% guaranteed practice of like being able to have our eyes on it first, and like we can, we have the opportunity to have the upper hand. And I mean, all of that aside, like even like the Telegram post, like, and I think people have to understand too, it's not buy and sell advice, you know what I mean? But it's opinions and it's information that matters. And like, I mean, the best thing is the chat, you know what I mean? Like even the new guys that are coming in, like I'll DM them privately, you know what I mean? To like give them advice, or like just to be like, you know what, this is how it works. You know, like I know it's nerve wracking, but this is how it works. And like that's just it. You know, everyone's there to help everybody. But at the end of the day, like that $200, man, I made that in the first what 10 seconds of the first stock. You know what I mean? So my
Yeah,
money's fine. It's okay. And I mean, if you really are into this and you really want to like change your life or your your family's life, then like $200 really isn't that big of an investment for like a massive massive upside.
Yeah. By the way, we got a comment
yeah.
from Richard. Where's the comment? Okay, Richard, who's on WAP. Richard is in the chat saying, Richard is saying WAP
He's
chat
from
is
UK.
great.
He's from UK.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the guy. Adam and the guys are amazing and always willing to help. So thank you guys.
Yeah. I noticed that. Listen, I'm new at the WAP group, as you know, and I noticed that at the WAP group, people are so friendly. Like there's a community that genuinely wants to help one another, and that's awesome. Like that's what can you ask for? Like you have money, you have guys that want to make money with you. You have guys that are able to help you and want to help you. Any questions you have, you can ask. They'll answer. Like what else do you want? Like
So basically, okay, so yeah, so basically this is it. This is the commercial. Guys, if you're watching on TikTok, if you're watching on YouTube, you want to join, you want to get the early alerts, you want to get our trading signals, you want to know when we launch that new banger, you want to get in at the ground floor in the first 30 seconds, click the link above to join the thing. It's on WAP. Click the link above in the bio on TikTok or in the video description below on YouTube. Okay, let's get back to business. All right. Logistics. Did we talk about logistics charts yet? WGRX chart. Did we talk about WGRX yet?
no, I don't think so.
Adam, what's your take on WGRX right here? I got the chart up on the screen.
Yeah, I just pulled the chart up
See.
too. I mean, I'm once again like I'm really not complaining about it. It's held a very solid base. So I mean, there's really no qualms about it, right? Like I mean, it's healthy. Like the volume's obviously very good. Like there's really not much else to complain about. And like obviously like after your live stream, like come on, like I don't know how anyone can't be convinced by this guy. Like you know what I mean? Like and I think it'll like show through when like they start releasing more news, which is like
Yeah.
he also did hint at there is news this week and next week. So like if I were you guys, I wouldn't be waiting on it too long.
So here's the deal. So this is the big thing, right? I talk about it in the book, the 10 bagger blueprint. This is the whole thing, right? Listen, we launch a new stock, and everybody, in the beginning, everybody says, yeah, we're gonna do it. But everybody says they're gonna do it. The CEOs say, yeah, we're gonna deliver news, everything go great. Now, how do you know if the stock is real? How do we know if it's going to be a real next super stock, right? From the news flow. If you see after the guy shows up on the live stream, news coming out once a week or at least 3 times a month, then it's proof it's a next super stock. Then it's proof it's at that inflection point. That's what we look for. We want that inflection point, right? Like, and it's a concept I talk about. I got a couple of. By the way, guys, do you watch the video? We got the video course on WAP. Have you seen any of the videos? Like we do like explanations. Are you watching it? I don't know.
I haven't yet, but I will do the whole course.
No, the whole point. There's short clips. There's short clips where I basically explain the concepts from the book, and I'm just kind of walking around while I discuss because it's easier, whatever. What do you call it? So. The point is this. The point is we want to get into these stocks. We don't want to wait. We want to get in now. We want the thing to go up immediately. We want to get at the point where it goes to the moon the next day. You buy now and then moon tomorrow, right? That's what everybody wants, especially on TikTok. Everybody wants immediate results. So the only way you get that, and that's what we want. We want the thing to go up 10x within 6 months. That's what we look for. We want these stocks to be 10 baggers within a 6-month period. I'm not here to do this for 3 years with the company. Again, it's paid content and all that, but I don't need them to send me a check every month. I want to have the thing go in 6 months and boom, and we go on to the next deal. So the only way it happens is with that news flow. The news flow is the proof. That's the proof that the thing is for real. And we're seeing that with ADN. We're seeing that with ADN, which is important.
It's delivering.
Exactly.
And what one thing that I see a lot on TikTok, and it kind of annoys me, is that people they watch your videos, and then which are late. By the time you post on TikTok, everybody is on the stock.
Yeah.
They go watch the video, and then they go on their trading app. They go look up the stock. They go in, but by the time they go in, the stock is already higher, like so much higher, and then they come back to TikTok and complain about that they are not making money. Like,
exactly.
Come on, guys.
Exactly.
Like, it's kind of annoying.
We got people because that's the thing. They gotta follow the Telegram. They gotta follow all the stuff. That's where you get in. I mean, these things can move in 30 seconds. These things can go. By the way, we got a couple new people. They're gonna hop on the panel. We're gonna bring them on in just a little bit. We got 10 minutes to go. And looks like WGRX I think is ready to break out. Like literally, I think it's gonna happen tomorrow. Oh, okay. So I was gonna say, before we start talking about the news flow. So now we got to see if WGRX is for real. How do we know if it's for real? It's going to be the news flow. If we see news this week and next week, like legitimate news, like, decent news, people are going to jump on it because there's a lot of eyes on the stock. That's going to be the catalyst. That's the news flow from WGRX is going to be the catalyst for this thing to be somebody saying $5. I think, if they do the news flow, it could be $5. Well, $5 is like $4. I think next week could be. Yeah, like next week, $3.50, $4.
It's like ADN, no?
Very similar.
Like the same moves, like the same.
The charts are quite similar. They both have big breakout. Well, it's funny. All our stocks, all our bangers follow the same pattern. They break out, consolidate a little bit. They got to show. They got to shake out the weak hands, and then boom, they break out again. So it's the same pattern, especially if they have news. So we want to see the news.
On the ADN, I just bought the dip when it hit 444. I bought it some more. And earlier you
bought ADN yesterday.
No, ADN today when it was 454. A little, I bought it then.
Okay, that was yesterday, I think, right? Yesterday.
Yeah, it was
yesterday.
Tome, are you saying?
Okay, sorry, my bad.
Like, did you
my
added
bad.
stocks, right?
Yeah, I added. I bought some more.
Okay, yeah. So he added. He already had like an initial investment, and then added on that dip yesterday.
But you know what's interesting? I think Tome. It's interesting. He really does buy the dip, and he actually, because I think most people, they're scared to buy at that moment where there's maximum fear. And that's, he did it with ADTX. He's done it with ADN. So which is, I think it's, and that was it. I mean, right when it was on the moving average. Is that, Tome, is that what you were looking for? You were looking for the moving average to hold?
Yeah, yeah. And I was looking at the 5-minute chart and the 15-minute chart, and I noticed that there was like a support at that level. It built like a support looking at the earlier days, like in the last week, and I noticed that was kind of support, and I bought it then. When it hit, I bought, and then it jumped.
There you go. Yeah, it's right in
that 200 moving average. Yeah.
And it's very, listen, it's very hard to do because in theory, everybody says, oh yeah, you buy low, sell high.
Because if you look at the chart, right where it hits the 200 moving average, if you put a line, like a straight line in horizontal, there's like a support
Yeah,
uh,
right there.
behind. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I looked.
No, makes sense. Makes sense. And so let's zoom in. So we got 9 minutes to the close. I think WGRX is going to basically mark time. It's probably if they have news tomorrow, or Thursday, that would move the stock. So let's see. Let's see if it comes out tomorrow. I would say give them till Thursday. I would say give them till Thursday. Because tomorrow's Wednesday. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. But if they do have that news, that definitely is going to be a catalyst. Hang on a
Another
second.
banger.
Yeah, it's going to be. Speaking of bangers, hopefully we're going to have a couple lined up in September. I think we may have a few back to back. Hey, okay, let's bring in. Hang on a second. Oh, Nico. Oh shit, Nico, don't leave. Nico, where's? Oh shit, he left. Okay, I don't know. You see, when we bring them on, they got to start speaking. Otherwise, I don't know if they're gonna. Okay, we got Chaitana. Let's see. Chaitana, are you there? Hello.
You gotta turn on your mic.
His mic is not turned on. Okay, guys. Okay, we'll do it next time. Okay, we as we do more of these, people will figure it out. It's gonna take them a couple of things because people are not used to this. I mean, most people don't pop on YouTube live streams. It's kind of like, what the hell is that? It's different. So we'll figure it out. But what I want to do is I want to have I think it's a good. Yeah, I think we'll do some of these live streams in the on inside of WAP, but I want to do a couple of them right here. I want to do a couple of them here right on YouTube just to give kind of, so people kind of. I think it's actually kind of easier because of this app. It makes it a little bit easier. This thing we have here, you can pop up comments. It makes it, makes it more interesting. Okay, so let's see.
Yeah.
ADN. Somebody's saying ADN is moving on the. Yeah, it's we got 7 minutes. I don't think it might happen. Yeah, it looks like tomorrow could be the big day. I mean, it's really, you got that kind of cup and handle thing. It's ready, and we're just waiting for
nice. It looks good. Yeah.
For the big catalyst. Let me see here. What else? Okay, so anyway, next. So I think we should have. By the way, we get a couple of stocks. I think we may have in September. We probably should have like 2 stocks starting maybe the 10th. We should have 2 new bangers. I think they could be pretty good. Again, the main thing we're looking for is something that's going to double right out of the gate, with the potential to obviously become a 10 bagger. Ideally, that's the goal. Is got to have.
I'll get my money ready then for the 2 stocks. Fine, Jack.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, be ready. I'll let you know. We'll give you guys a heads up. It should be probably like after the 10th. So we're gonna.
I'll be on vacation by then anyway. So.
Yeah, we got C Plus is saying I like the large spreads on ADN. It really gives it energy to jump higher. Oh, is there a big spread on ADN right now? On the bid ask, there's a big spread. I'm not looking at it. I'm using the amateur Yahoo. 516. It's let's see here. Okay, what is going on? Is it going to move? Okay, 5 minutes to go. Somebody's asking, should ADN still? Okay, after hours. Yeah, guys, don't. Yeah, we're saying on TikTok. People are saying. By the way, Adam, or and Tommy, do you guys trade after hours or pre-market? No.
Never.
Yeah, never. Because it can easily drop, and we'll lose our money. It can create a gap if everybody goes there and start buying or start selling. It could create a gap, and no, that's a no.
Hey, I got a question for you guys. This is from TikTok. What's your opinions? James is asking on TikTok, what is the most you should have in a stock? I mean, it's kind of an open-ended question. I guess he means what percentage of your portfolio, as opposed to your net worth. But I'm assuming he means percentage of your account.
Adam, do you want to go first?
I mean, it's tricky because like everyone's in, you know what I mean? Everyone's in different like financial circumstances. So like I can't sit here and tell someone, to put in, as much as like I put in or the next person puts in, but like at the end of the day, like kind of like how we're saying how it's like you're not serving buy and sell advice and this is your, it's like we have to take it with a grain of salt, and everybody has to do their own due diligence on each stock that you are posting. And like at the end of the day, like whatever that person is comfortable with potentially losing, that's how I see it. That's how I tell people. I say there you could lose it, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you to buy and sell at a certain price or how much to put in, but because that's up to the person. It's person to person based. So I mean, like for me, I kind of just, I research and I do my own, background research and due diligence on it. But like, I'll put in, enough. I'll put in enough to make me, enough that is going to help
To
me
make
out
it
in the future. You
worthwhile.
know what I
Enough to make
mean?
it worthwhile. I mean, you take big swings. I've seen you take big swings with.
I'll go in a for easy way. Whatever makes you sleep at night, it's the number for you. Like
ADN breaking out.
whatever makes you comfortable.
521 on the charts is breaking out. 3-minute charts. 524. Here we go. Three minutes to go. Here we go, guys. Okay, here is the breakout. We got the breakout happening literally as we speak right now. Boom. 525. 525. They're waiting to the last minute. They're running it. They're running it. This is it. This is the big one. Okay, all we need is confirmation.
Nice.
Yeah, we need one more bar. If we do another bar like here, it's going to be confirmation. But you can see it wants to go. It's like the horse. It's in the box. We're waiting to break. On the racetrack, they got into that. What do you call the box? It wants to jump out. It's like it's banging right against the thing. The gates. It wants to break out of the gates. This thing is. I think tomorrow is going to be a very strong day. I think we're gonna. Looks like it's going to close strong. Next 2 minutes, it looks like we're going to close pretty strong here. Let's see. 15 minutes. Oh yeah, here we go. I think what's the level here? I think probably 5. I think I'm looking probably 535 is the number that's going to move it. That's where the peak was earlier. So 535 is probably a good pivot for tomorrow. If it breaks those levels, it could really have a rock. Okay, so we pull back a little bit here. Okay, so. But it wants to go. I mean, it's thing wants to go. Okay, it looks like it's probably going to close right here okay, 518, 520s. Okay, yeah, definitely not very nice setup for tomorrow. We get a really nice setup for tomorrow. Okay, so nice healthy day. Like Adam, as you were saying, I like these when it builds the base. I think it's good. It's a very healthy thing for the thing to build a base. That way builds stability. It's a foundation. The base is like literally a foundation.
Exactly. You can't build a house with a foundation.
Exactly. I was thinking about that. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, I think people.
I read that on a book.
Yeah, I think people do need to understand though that like stuff does take time. I think you'll see it with the newer generations. There's a lack of patience, and that's a very important part about this as well. I mean, like if you're not going to have patience, then like maybe this isn't the trajectory for you. You know what I mean? So I think there's like a level of patience, also a level of like conviction and confidence when it does come to these stocks. And at the end of the day, you know what I mean? You got to do your own research, and like whatever you see is fit for you in your wallet or your bag, that you do it. But I mean, at the end of the day, like it doesn't always happen overnight. And I think like we're in a society where like we've been cultured that like money comes quick. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny? Okay, any of you guys ever read the book Reminiscences of a Stock Operator? The Jesse Livermore book, Reminiscences of a Stock Operator.
No, I haven't read it.
No? Okay, so this is like one of the great classics. It's like one of the great classics on trading. It was written in the 1920s, I believe, by it was written by this guy Jesse Livermore, who was like considered like the greatest speculator, or I guess day trader would be today's word, in the 1920s during the roaring 20s. This guy was like, the equivalent of whoever's the biggest. This guy was like the Bill Ackman, but he was like a one-man operation. And he wrote this book. He basically he writes this book, which is incredible book about market psychology. It's like a must read. Like it's like a must read. Yeah, of course, besides the 10-bagger blueprint, but it's a must read. And he's got two things which point exactly to what you're saying. So number one is, and this guy basically talks about his life, how he started out, starting as a kid, in a what they were called bucket shops. It was like predecessor to like whatever what these prop trading firms today now. And it's an incredible book. Basically, you learn market psychology. And he says, listen, and he says, he was always basically day trading, scalping, trading. And then he says, he met a guy who's a very successful guy, and he says he learned a lesson from him, because he said to him, listen, he told him, son, I made all my money by sitting. You understand? By sitting with my ass. So basically, you make your money by holding. Because you got to let the thing develop, right? If you just day trade the thing, here's one of the problems with very active day trading is every time you make a new trade, you're taking another level of risk, because the odds of it going down the odds are not in your favor. The more decisions you make, the odds are not in your favor. But if you hold it and the trend is running, you got to let the trend go. You got to ride the trend. That's the other thing the money is made by riding the trend when the thing becomes a 10-bagger. I mean, we got so many people that get shaken out when the thing doubles and then pulls back, and then the thing goes up 20x from there, becomes a 20-bagger or more. And, that's what happens.
And what happens a lot is that the people often see the stock like coming down, like taking a step down, breathing basically, and they panic and they sell off, and then they they complain, or they get upset because the stock didn't go up and they lost money. And I think for someone to come to the stock market, I think people need to study a little. Like, don't just come to the stock market and just dump your money, because for some people it's hard to earn the money, and to come here and like Adam said, do the due diligence, study the stock, and study whatever the charts, patterns, whatever. It's basically the market is against you.
Yeah, but two points. So the other thing that he talks about in the Reminiscences of a Stock Operator book, he basically says, like, he talks about position sizing. What's the size of the position you should have? And he said basically something like this: hey, if you're really nervous, you can't sleep at night, you got a big position, you got to sell down the position to the point that you can sleep. But he would always basically parlay. He was like a big gambler, risk taker. Like, he would parlay. He would ride the thing for like literally 100x, and he would
Listen, wasn't that quote on your book?
Yeah, it's in the book. I think I said I took it from the book. I took it from the book. I didn't make that up. I got it from him. I said it's from Jesse Livermore. You got to sell down the position to the point that you could sleep at night.
Now that you said that quote, I remembered. I remembered that I read that on your book.
So it's, by the way, we got a beautiful setup for tomorrow. We got a beautiful setup with ADN. I mean, this looks like, I don't even know what to call this pattern. It's like inverse head and shoulders, double. Look at this beautiful close. Wow. Super.
Yeah. It looks nice. Tomorrow it could be a big day.
Yeah, hold on a second. Well, yeah, no, tomorrow. I think the way with the stock is, it's like it's good. Like, it takes little breaks. Builds a base that breaks out. I mean, and the daily. Oh, you know what I like? Here's what I like. This is what we call it. high probability setup. It's a high probability setup in ADN right now because the 5-minute charts are lined up. The daily charts, which is even more important, you got like that coiling formation, the coiling type of thing happening on the daily charts, which is, this thing is primed, like literally go to the moon tomorrow. Like this thing could go to like 9. I mean, this thing could go to like, here's the thing. This is a very tight stock. It could go to like $8-9 tomorrow. Literally could go there because it's just so tight. Wow. Yeah, we've got a beautiful setup here. Hang on a second. Adam, are you looking at the charts? Yeah.
Like right now.
Hey, oh, are you driving or something?
Yeah, I'm driving to go pick up my dog.
Oh, okay. So let's talk about, okay, so Logistics, WGRX closing the day. Solid day, a little pullback at the end, but it closed in the top of the range. It closed in the top of the range, which is exactly what we want. We're forming a pennant. It's at the bottom. Basically, it closed at the support of the pennant. So tomorrow it's primed. I think it's primed to break out tomorrow. Let's look at the daily. The daily chart is actually looking good. The daily chart. Yeah, the daily chart is good. You know, I think it might even sell off a little bit in the morning. It might drop a little bit and then find the support like a lunchtime and then boom. Like, you know, unless they have news. Oh, you know what I think could happen? Here's a couple of scenarios. I think what happens is, okay, now people are waiting for news. The news doesn't come out tomorrow. They panic. They sell. And the stock bottom is around, let's call it $1.65 tomorrow. And Thursday they have news, and boom, then it goes to $3. What do you think of that scenario?
It could happen, yeah, because of the panic sellers.
I think it could sell to $1.65 or $1.52. Those are like the support levels.
But
looks like
it, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for the ones who bought it like at $1. Yeah, it was. At what with what price did the
90 cents?
90 cents? Like if it drops, it doesn't matter to those who bought it at 90 cents.
Yeah. Let's take a look. Okay, let's go through. Let's pull up the charts of some of our other stocks. HOTH. Where's HOTH? Here. Because HOTH, by the way, HOTH, HOTH, I think is another one that's it's kind of building a pennant, but that one needs news. It's not going to move without news. It's like a biotech stock. They got to have the news, but it doesn't want to go down. It's really hanging on there because. And here's the thing: usually a stock, like if it doesn't have support, it would drop. But this one it apparently has real support. It's not dropping. It's not going down. So
yeah, it's just going sideways. When do you think you're gonna have the CEO at the live stream?
I think he's probably going to come back in early September, like right after Labor Day. So like around I think a lot of people are going to come back right after, like, September 4th, 5th. That it's going to be a busy week, and then you're going to have some big investor conferences happening. So, but I'm looking at, by the way, at ADTX. ADTX also is hanging on there. ADTX charts are actually
it's the same.
It's looking, and the 200 moving average is getting closer and closer. So if this thing can break out, it could have a big run. But we got to have some news flow from both of these companies.
Yeah, I'm waiting for ADTX. Like the CEO said that they are acquiring. I think that's how it says. The EvoFam company.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know when, but I'm waiting for that, and I think it could go for a run. Yeah, a big run. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's a big catalyst. If they get some traction with that, I mean, they got actually look. When it comes to ADTX, they got a bunch of catalysts. They got a bunch of things they could talk about, and my frustration, frankly, is that they're not putting out the news, that they have news. And I'm trying to get them to do it. I've tried to. It's annoying because if they want to play it safe, and it's I think they're being too conservative, and it's like more than they have to be, frankly. So That's my only frustration. Okay, so yeah, ADN, we could see a big. I don't know. Is there a short position in ADN? I'm not sure if there's a short position, but it's definitely a stock that could definitely have a major. I mean, really like eight. Oh, okay, we're moving up. No, by the way, guys, if you're watching, do not trade after hours, please. Nobody, please do not.
Is it moving?
A little bit, 518, but yeah, I'm just saying, please, guys, don't trade after hours in these stocks. So let's see here. Okay. Okay, we got Na in the house. Na, welcome. How you doing?
Hey, good. How are you, sir?
Okay, very good in yourself. Are you trading these stocks today?
Yeah, no. Yesterday, the one you posted the banger in is 60% is profit. Thank you, sir.
You made 60%?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But only one thing. And morning time when you launch, and this time everybody get in, and that's directly going to the halt, right? And
That's see, the problem is, I think it depends. Each stock is different. I think I think I know what happened. I think next time I think what happened also, we typed out the symbol when it was on YouTube instead of writing in the chart, which I think could have also maybe there's algos that search for this, but and also the stock, I think maybe because of the yeah, the whole idea is I don't want the stock to get halted. That's why we have the early alerts. So you could, and you have, it's on a public forum, but not a lot of people see it.
yeah.
So we want it to be so it doesn't get halted. But because if it didn't get halted, it would have probably doubled immediately, like literally immediately.
And I think is this going to the halt, right? And this time is 11 cent this time. And I jump again 118, right? 118, I gotta go to the limit order, and within a second the hit. This one when open the hit and fall down and going up again. But and I think that's the problem. This is everybody get in. There's not a lot people, right? This time.
Yeah.
Only our group is there.
I think whoever's I think probably if I had to guess, probably 90% of the buy orders were from the WAP group.
Okay.
And 10% of it was from the people who saw it on YouTube on the post. It was probably 10% of that was from the post. Because it was, not everybody's watching. That's the whole idea. We want to do it where, it's there, it's public, but not everybody's looking in that second. That's the whole idea. So
yeah, but this one is yesterday is okay. Is today is little bit. I don't know. This one going to 194, and I waiting for it. I saw your voice message and waiting. Let's go down and go down and go down. But this one is maybe is bought again tomorrow.
I think, yeah, you know what it is? It hit, what did we hit? We hit $1.94. I really thought we were going to break above $2. It really, this morning it looked really amazing. Like it was going to go like this morning around, early, it started going to $1.60, $1.70. Once it hit $1.70, I think we said $1.75. That's the number. I remember saying it. So $1.75, that was a big psychological number. So when the stock broke out of $1.75, we told everybody to watch $1.75. Once we broke out of $1.75, that it's a big psychological number. I thought we were going to run straight to 210, 225, but we stopped right at the $1.94, which is interesting. But yeah, so that's but it's hanging in there. So which is good because I think it's going to build a base. I think it's good to shake out. There's probably some people that are going to get shaken out over here, and then it's going to run from here. Ultimately, I think we have a good shot of getting to 350 next. I really believe it. I really believe if we break
next
out
week,
350, I think
next
we can
week.
get there. Yeah, I think we can get there. I think we can get there. If especially if they have news flow, it depends on the news. But if they have news this week and next,
You know what? Interesting things is I sold yesterday and 60%, and I hold 40%, and I waiting for the 1 o'clock in the CEO meeting, and I check the meeting in 15 minutes, 20 minutes, stock not moving, like moving cent only moving. Oh, that's gonna happen. Okay, and then I sell. This one is 179 maybe this time, $1.79. I sold out. Right?
Yeah, no, I think it's yeah, a lot, it depends how many people are watching, and depends on a couple things. But a lot of times the stock could move during the live stream. Like if we have like a lot of people watching and the CEO does a really good job, it could go to the moon.
Yeah.
Or worse, like for example, I don't want to mention any names, but a couple of a few months ago we had a stock, it was lottery, but lottery. So lottery, before the CEO interview, the stock did amazing. The stock went from
Yeah.
70 cents to 250. Were you watching the lottery?
I watching lottery and other ADTX. I watching before three stock. I watching. I follow you every single minute.
Okay. So with lottery, what happened is the stock tripled in a day. Then the next day we have the live stream, and we had 2,000 people watching the live stream. It's unheard of. Huge audience. We had a huge audience. And I thought, okay, shit, if this guy does a good job, this thing is gonna go to the moon. It's because 2,000 people is a lot of people for it's unheard of.
So
And
can
yeah,
I
and
can
it was
I
terrible. The guy did a horrible job. I mean, he just maybe wasn't prepared. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Some people just maybe aren't good at doing interviews or whatever. But it didn't work. People, because you saw the comments, people were basically saying, "Oh, this." It was bad.
yeah,
Basically, the stock sold off. It was bad.
yeah. So can I tell you something, please?
Mm.
When
Hello. Now you there? You cut out.
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah.
Okay. No. Now is.
He went down.
Yeah, there's no no sound, no video. But I don't know if it's the connection or what's going, like the connection is there. He's gone. Okay. Well, I'm sure he'll pop up. Okay, there he is back. Okay, there it is. Okay, you were saying? Hello? I can't hear you.
The microphone is not working.
His mic is on. I don't hear anything. No? There's no.
Nothing.
Yeah, we don't hear anything. How is that possible? There's no sound. I mean, I see the mic is not muted. Okay. All right. We'll see what happens. Okay. So C Plus is saying WGRX is not available on some of the platforms due to broker limits. That could have a limit why stock price is suppressed. Interesting. We got so many haters on TikTok. We got
That's obvious.
It's so funny. We got all these.
There's a quote that says, if you're not, like the quote goes, if you're doing something right, the devil will be watching.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, that must be like is that like a Portuguese quote? I never heard that. It's a good one. That's a good one.
It's something about haters. If you're doing something right, you will be have haters. If not, you'll not.
Yeah. No, I thought the guy did a really good job. I thought, you're talking about WGRX. No, somebody's saying that the GRX did a horrible. I think the guy did a really good job. I mean, Adam was impressed. I think people, this guy was good, as opposed to the lottery guy wasn't as good. I mean, let's just say it wasn't that great. It wasn't that great. We got Chitana. Chitana, are you on? Your mic? What's going on? Can't unmute. Okay, he's mute. So I think he's just watching. Okay. And okay, so okay, who's on the stream? Okay, okay. Nah, is your mic working?
Yeah, hello, you here?
Okay, now I can hear you. Okay, yeah, your mic was off. Okay, so
Okay.
you were gonna say something.
Yeah. When you posted the stock sample on before open the market or after the
Hmm.
open the market, if I think is if you confirm or if this is okay for you, and just our group, right?
Yeah, in other words, the Telegram is just for the group. Yeah, the Telegram is a private Telegram. So yeah, so we're going to give it a plug. By the way, thank you for bringing it up. Thank you for bringing it up. We're going to give a plug. So guys, if you're watching a TikTok, if you want to get into our early alerts, you want to get into the next banger we're going to have, where a chart looks exactly like this that goes to the moon. You got to get our early alerts. And how do you get that? You click the link above in the bio if you're watching on TikTok, or in the video description below if you're watching on YouTube. And here's what you get. You get what you guys saw. What the actual. These are the guys that are users of the. These are members of our platform. We got we got Tomei, we got Adam. You get the early alerts, so you can basically double your money in 30 seconds. You get the Telegram channel with trading signals throughout the day.
That's why, sir.
Yes.
That's why I request you, if this is legal and is like
Oh yeah, of course.
2 minute before, and if you post it on a Telegram, and easy for access, is no halting, no stress. If halting, there's a lot of stress.
No. So, okay. So basically, okay. So the reason. So one of the things things you asked me early on is the new release. When we have the new banger, why do you? I think some people keep asking me, like, why do you have to announce it first on a public platform or somewhere? The reason is because so it's not considered, material inside information. So we put it out in public, and it's on a platform, whether it's YouTube, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, wherever it is. And then within a second or 2 seconds after that, it's on our Telegram. So technically, the public platform sees it first. Actually, but we tell people in our Telegram where to go look so that they're ready. They're ready right there when it's posted. So that way you get in immediately. You're ready there and waiting to put your order in, and there it goes.
Yeah.
We got so anyway, so to get our WAP channel, guys, click the link above in the bio if you want to get it. If you're watching on TikTok, if you're watching on YouTube, it's a link in the bio below. And again, you get the early alerts, Telegram, trading signals, the community, which is great. You get the community, the chat going all day long, and you got the video course. Everything is there. And then we got
maybe yesterday maybe my 4 people is joining, is there, is maybe I saw the 72 this time, and I saw morning time is 76.
Oh yeah, no, we got a lot of people. Yeah, we got a lot of people coming in there. But we're gonna limit it. We're gonna close it off at a certain number because I don't want to go too big, because then it becomes less.
At least make 100.
Yeah, I think it's going to be something like in the hundreds, whatever it is. Yes, yeah. So, by the way, somebody's bringing up something funny. Okay, so somebody's saying there's a guy on TikTok. There's one of these fake trading coaches. There's a bunch of these like fake trading coaches and fake trading gurus who, I mean, they're basically what they do is they say, okay, you pay for this, and we give you, you watch the trading, all this, and this guy's very jealous. I think this guy called Momentum.
Yeah.
Because he's always talking about our thing. And the reason is this.
Yeah.
Why is he jealous? Is because he's the guy that's getting in late. He's the guy that's looking on the outside. He's got his face pressed up against the window, against the store window, looking in. He can't get in. And the problem is this. Here's the difference, the big difference, I think, between what we do here, what I do and what all these trading coaches and gurus have is this. We give you a legitimate edge. We give you an edge that nobody has. We give you legitimate insider information, legally, 100% legal. And the information is this. We find stocks that have all the fundamentals. They got to have the fundamentals that check off all the boxes in 10-bagger blueprint. They got to have the fundamentals. They got to get the charts. And the catalyst, the thing that makes it boom, is because I know for a fact, because that we're going to get millions of eyeballs on these stocks over a period of a couple of weeks and months. And that demand is going to drive the stock. It's almost like one of these activist investors. I think it's almost like, you have these, like a Bill Ackman or Dan Loeb, these activist investors, or Carl Icahn, who used to do this back in the 80s. They find an undervalued stock. What these guys would do is, these hedge funds, they find an undervalued stock. They build a big position. And how do they make the stock go up, right? So they find the thing is undervalued, but how do they make it go up? What they do is kind of what I do, but the opposite. What they do is they start writing the letters to the company and complaining and saying, and going on CNBC saying, oh, this company is a great company, but the management sucks. They need to do this, they need to do that. And if they did that, then the stock would go up. They got to sell off this division, or they got to do this merger, and then it's going to double in price. So they basically shake up but their job is to put eyeballs on the stock. Same thing what we're doing here, except we're kind of doing it in a how do we say? We're doing it in a what's the way matter? I don't know, but that's basically what we're doing. We're kind of, it's an activist role. So the thing, all these trading coaches and gurus, all they have is public information. They're just trading against everybody else. They don't have an edge. They have no advantage. What we have is, we know that, yes, we've got the fundamentals, we got the charts, but what's going to move it, the catalyst, is the stock promotion. People don't understand that. Even the CEOs of these companies don't understand the promotion a lot. They don't appreciate it. They all think, oh, it happened by itself. Oh, it's they all like,
okay. What we gonna do is coming this rest of the week. The stay and looking for the ADN, Sierra, and the last one, or what you recommended.
Listen, so I don't make buy sell recommendations, but I think here's what. Okay, so the stocks that are going to move this week, here's the ones on the watch list. By the way, Ivan is saying, do you have a digital version? Ivan, we have the video course on WAP. Click the link above to get the 10-bagger blueprint in video. It's like me explains. So I'm looking for, so the stocks to watch this week is very simple. The ones which are going to move is going to be WGRX, ADN. I think those are most likely. Those are like, I think we have a 90% probability of those having major moves, like major, like ADN especially. ADN tomorrow, guys. ADN tomorrow is set up for a major move. You asked about Seattle. I'm pulling up the chart on Seattle. We were ready to break out and it's pulled back. So it's kind of like, look, there it is. So it broke above the moving average on the 1-hour chart and the 4-hour charts, but it's not moving. It's holding on. Basically, it's ready, but it's not there yet.
Jack.
Yeah.
I saw the one news, and for Sierra, this is the merging some like another company, something like that. But I don't find out the date. The things.
No. Okay, no. So here, right. So that's the thing, right? So they have the deal to, they have a merger. The problem is they're waiting. Well, not the problem. The challenge. They need to get approval from NASDAQ. So they're waiting for the approval from NASDAQ, and that, that process can take. It depends on how complicated the accounting is and everything else. It could take, so they got it in July, right after July 4th. So now they've had it for almost 2 months, which is right about, we're getting into the window. It could happen in a month, in a few weeks, if everything that they have lined up. But if they go back and forth, it could take a few months. Now, again, I know this because I've been involved in like mergers like this myself. And I thought it would be like a week. Yeah, a week, No, it took like 2 months of back and forth. It was a much simpler deal, whatever. So this is a complicated deal because you got a Hong Kong company, which is the AI gaming company, the mobile company. You got Core Gaming itself, which is, I think, US, right? You have Seattle, which is US, but it's really incorporated in Canada. And So it's like a very it's kind of they got three. It's a kind of a complicated merger. So they have to approve. They have to go through everything. I want to see if we have any. Somebody's saying, is there any truth on Seattle holding out on NASDAQ already approved? I don't think so. Look, I'll tell you what, guys. Here's what I think. I think you're gonna know that this thing is ready to explode when you see the chart move. You're gonna know that NASDAQ is happening, that the merger is happening when you see the chart moving. When you see that chart moving, that's because the chart is going to move before it's always the way it works. The chart is going to tell you what's happening. So, moved forward. Yeah. I would say it's no way. Hey, supporters that help propagate the stocks. Absolutely. Okay, so that's it. I think so basically the stocks to watch this week. I think ADN is probably. Okay, so ADN tomorrow, I think, is going to be the big one. I think ADN tomorrow is going to be most likely to have the biggest move. Everything. Let's look at the chart. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but ADN, we have what we call a high probability setup. All the charts are lined up to explode. All the charts are lined up. 4 hour, 1 hour, 15-minute, 5-minute. Let me show TikTok. We got the news flow. Like, it doesn't get better than this. It really never gets. This is like the ideal. Look at this beautiful chart. Pennant formation ready to explode. 4-hour chart. That's the real deal. How about the 15-minute chart? Holy shit. Oh, somebody dumped. Oh, shit. 440. That's an opportunity. Somebody just dumped. It's after hours. We just hit 440, guys. That's an opportunity if somebody wants to scoop that up. Otherwise, I would never say buy or sell. But right now, after hours, we just hit 440, which is ridiculous. That's an outlier. Anyway, what we got here is the 30-minute chart showing the breakout. There we go. Somebody scooped it. 510 now. 510. There we go. So that's your setup for the breakout tomorrow. This thing tomorrow, I believe ADN tomorrow can absolutely go to the moon, literally the moon. And they're actually literally going to the moon. I mean, they got to deal with the European Space Agency. So, they got the European Space Agency, Airbus. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice here. Okay, so, all right, now that's it. We're going to wrap it up. Now, thank you for joining. Tomei.
Thank you.
Adam, he's not here, but everybody, thank you guys for joining.
And one just simple question: when you posted the next one?
The next new stock, the next banger is probably going to be right after Labor Day. Maybe the let me look at the calendar. It depends. It could be. No. Okay, it's going to be probably September 9th or 10th. And after that, we may have another one like right after it. Like we may have one right after it. Yeah. So it's going to be busy. It's going to be busy. September. We got a couple lined up here. For September. September could be very exciting. And October is going to be better. I think for October, we're going to have, 3 stocks in October. So it's going to be good. All right. Guys, thank you for joining on TikTok. I'm going to say goodbye to TikTok. Hang on a second. Where is the button? Okay. Okay, thank you for joining. Adam, everybody, thank you. We'll see you all on the next one.